real quickly because I want to talk about college football, particularly on the HBCU level. That this sign that we have on the show, if you get the widescreen, that sign right there, or the screen or graphic says historically black, the HBCU footprint. And typically, when we talk about that, we're talking about the historical nature and the historical value, the culture, the only place we could go as black people back in the day, how important that is to what we do now and where we go to matriculate for our education. The historical value of it, the ability to get get degrees and be proud of that going forward, because you went to HBCU. And I would admit, Pam, and you may agree with me on this one, the HBCU brand is as large as it's ever been, I think.
Absolutely, right, yeah. We've been excited about that really the last several years of how it's grown, the attention that it's getting, which also brings more dollars to the universities, just in a great place.
So, unbeknownst to me, well, I was I start here first. Then I get some matriculation down there. So, unbeknownst to me, I was Friday. I did not make it to the North Carolina Central Howard game. HU, you know Howard, the whole 9 yards, yeah. the Mecca, as they say, Kamala Harris and the whole 9. I mean, all that. We went Howard back. And of course, our love for North Carolina Central University. At the end of this game, matter of fact, Central went up, and I turned it off, and I was going to look at something else. I was going to look at, I think, the fight, get ready for the fight or something. Yeah. And I was watching the Tar Heels play, too, basketball, going back and forth. So I get a text from Graham, who produces Next Up, and here, and usually when I phone produces the show, he was like, he say, you watching the fight? You see this fight? I'm like, man, the fight coming on later. What you talking about, Tyson?
Oh my!
What are you doing?
It's the fight before the fight.
It's the fight before the fight. He said North Carolina Central, and at the time it had gone off. But what I am doing, I record all the games on my YouTube. Trust me, it's the best thing ever happened in life. YouTube, TV. So I went back and looked at this thing, and I was blown away, Pam. Well, at the end of the game, when the two coaches come in, it's changed, good game or whatever. And by the way, there's something to that, too. I'm going to talk about that in a second.
Okay.
When they go and they say, good game, whatever, and they walk away, go to their respective locker rooms, all of a sudden, melee just breaks out. It's a brawl. It wasn't no fight. It was a straight brawl amongst the players out there. People talking junk, and let me tell you something. It was absolutely embarrassing. Now, full disclosure, I know on good authority that the two coaches don't like each other. I noticed that a couple of years ago, last year actually, I was there in Howard when Howard, it was Central Howard battling to see who was going to attend the Celebration Bowl with their victory. And, of course, Howard had a good game, and they was running up the score, put up 50 points, and it was embarrassing. And at that time, because there's so much junk was going on, cheap shots and people doing some awful things out there, I think Coach Oliver sent his team to the locker room. They didn't even go and shake hands. I mean, maybe that kind of elevated this whole, not rivalry, but just stupid stuff between how these young people feel about each other. But at the end of the game on Friday night, it was a straight brawl. Kids run out on the field. It was embarrassing. And Jay Walker and Tiffany, they up there trying to make. First of all, the other embarrassing part about it was on damn TV.
Yeah.
ESPN, where everybody could see it. And it was just
that's the other thing on the advancement of where HBCU is now. We can, before it used to be hard to watch them. Now you're getting the exposure on ESPN.
The brand is big.
The brand is there now. And this is what you get because what eventually happened. What eventually happened.
I think the MEAC latest in the article I sent you guys, I think the commission came out and said some things. And also, the chancellor at the North Carolina Central said some things too, which I think is interesting because it's interesting what's going on over at that school right now. And I'm very disappointed because it's a school that we are connected to. And I just hope this is not like a thing. I'm gonna tell you why I mean by that, because it's not it not only happened at North Carolina Central.
Right. Did you? I don't know. I have Trey Oliver's statement if you want to hear.
You can read it.
Okay. It says, I always shake hands, and this is what you alluded to about last year. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the vibe at the end of the game, so I told my guys to go to the locker room. I went across the field, shook the coach's hand. I took the loss. I was down there talking to another coach. I didn't see what happened this time, but that's not our football team. That's not who we are. I don't care what happened. We go to the locker room. We go to the band. Those are what they traditionally do. They go to the band first, do their thing, go to the locker room. That's not us. That's not who we are, and that won't be tolerated in my program.
Well, it gets better than that, too. So I think one of the assistant coaches from North Carolina Central, and I'm just telling you, I have on good authority, I'm just telling you this. One of the coaches from North Carolina Central went in Howard's locker room. I don't know what happened. I don't think he went there to say hello. I don't know what happened, but I just heard that something went down. Man, I can't. The other part about it, I heard the Howard players trash the locker room, trashed it because of what happened out there. And we don't need that.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, we don't need any of this, man.
No.
What are we doing? So, I mean, our brand is big, but we about to mess it up.
Right.
Because not only did it happen at North Carolina Central, well, when Jackson State played Alabama State for the championship of the eastern part of the SWAC. So you got the MEAC here, then let's go down to the SWAC. Well, you know what? At the SWAC, I watched that video, and that was straight medley, straight ghetto, straight hood.
And very dangerous.
And I don't know what's going on with the culture. I'm not sure what's going on where people feel like they got to fight. Hey, man, I played in this game. If you lose, you get your butt kicked. You just go home. Hey, just go home. Everybody got it. No, it's what you disrespect me because everybody talk Johnson. It's all about being disrespected. I know a lot of people dead right now because they felt they was being disrespected, which is stupid. I mean, be a man. Y'all young men. Then I bring the coaches too, because the coaches out there throwing hands too.
Right, because they set the tone in the culture. Yeah, where is the sportsmanship? And where is the professionalism?
Let me tell you something. I asked Marcus Manning, who runs the Durham Commission, and my one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Steve Toller. The three of us have been. We met several times before trying to put together the sportsmanship council to talk about the how important sportsmanship is in sports.
Right.
I talked to some of my friends and said, well, no, I mean, y'all may try that, but it's not going to work. Just go to an AAU game. Just go to a 9-year-old Pee Wee football game. Trust me, it starts early. The parents are. I
was going to say that's the parents.
The parents are supporting it, and the kids learn from that, and they grow up. And so it's all about you say something to me, I say something to you. We're gonna fight. I mean, it's just we're college educated young men and professional coaches, and there's no need for that. So it happened at North Carolina Central, which is the whole thing is out of control. Because I heard there was an incident that when the players came back from Campbell beating Campbell a few weeks ago, the football team got in a fight with the damn band because they was upset the band didn't come down there, and that was some words. So that was a brawl that broke out there.
So what are we doing here?
This is so stupid. So anyway, so then you got Bama State and Jackson State. I mean, I don't like Alabama State, but I mean, there's no reason to be fighting down there.
That's right.
Also in the CIAA,
right?
Virginia State and Union happened this weekend. I done seen statements from the commissioner, from the SWAC, talking about we don't condone that. I done seen statements from the MEAC commissioner saying we don't condone that. Now I seen Jackie, my girl Jackie, CIAA commissioner. Hell, she just dropped something out last night too. Oh, we don't condone that. So we know you don't condone it, but how the hell do we stop this?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say next. How do you stop it?
Fam, you and somebody last week. It's a week ago Saturday. Something happened. Same kind of stuff. So it's not isolated. I'm not picking on. I'm just saying it's becoming a universal HBCU issue.
Go 2 steps forward, and now you're pushing yourself backwards.
Well, other people do it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But why the hell we do it? We don't have to do what other people do.
Just had that conversation with somebody.
I'm just saying.
You don't have to do what other people
that
do.
Don't make it right. So I'm as you can tell, I am so disappointed. Being a product from HBCU, I am so disappointed.
Because you have a pride about
right, exactly.
The legacy of HBCU.
Right. Chris Rock used to have this thing. We had a special. He was talking about something. I came in and war. Something great happened. I think one of the last was an astronaut. He showed a curve. He said we was here. Then he said, then the social wars came on. Now we back down here.
And it can happen just that quickly. For us, and us they know who we talking about.
Right, exactly.
We're held to a different standard, and so if it's going to be like that, well, maybe they don't get 5 ESPN games next year,
right?
Because that's not good for our brand, the ESPN brand. Like that, it affects those things.
Here's the sad part about it, and I'm really waiting. I'm gonna be on trades. I'll call today. I'm really waiting to see what the MEAC does, because North Carolina Central, even though I said this last Friday, even though they're not going to the Celebration Bowl because South Carolina State's probably going to go, it's going. They have an opportunity to go to the FCS playoffs, which means money, because they rank pretty high. But if the MEAC commission suspends some significant people that plays for Central, they play Delaware State. I think the 3 of us plus 8 people can get them, but it still may be a challenge for Central to win that game, and they may lose out. Just trying to represent, trying to be the man, trying to you got to disrespect me on my own. That's stupid.
Right, and it has to be strong consequences, or people will continue to do it.
They're gonna. Thank you very much.
They'll continue to do it.
I don't know where you get control of. Does it start at the chancellor level, MEAC level? I don't know where it starts, but somebody got to get their hands on this, because it's getting out of control. It really is. I'm speaking from my heart on this one. It's just really, really sad. But yeah. So go out and look at it. It's 4 in the last week. It's happened 4 times on HBCU campuses, and I'm not talking about shoving. These people trying to really hurt each other. Seriously.
They really are.
I mean, it's sad what's going on right now. We can't have that, man. And that's my pet peeve. We're going to talk some more about it. We're not going to leave this one because, again, somebody said the other day, but they do the same thing. What, damn it? That don't make it right.
That doesn't, right. And then